So, you have learned the basic definition of conceptual framework, which is on the visual representation of your research study, okay, where you should consider the variables indicated in your study. Independent variable, the dependent variable, and the moderating variable. Now, to enrich your understanding about the conceptual framework, let me show you different examples of the conceptual framework from basic to complex one. Now, as you can see, the research title used the effect of mentoring program on academic performance among senior high school students. It is explicitly indicated the independent variable and the dependent variable. Specifically, the independent variable there is the effect of mentoring program. Okay? And the dependent variable is the academic performance. Now, in this framework, it is expected that the students who underwent the mentoring program will have a better academic performance than those who did not participate or not part of the mentoring program. Well, you know the mentoring program, ito naman ay ginagawa para ano yung mga lessons hindi masyadong naintindihan ng mga estudyante ay dito mas na-explain detail by detail. So, aside to that, yung mga particularly sa math or English, may mga solving problems na kailangan of course solve yung mga with following the formula. Okay? So, natanda itong mga mentoring program na to para mas lalong maintindihan ng mga estudyante yung mga lessons na hindi nila masyadong hope. No? So, part of the mentoring program, ensuring that the learners would learn about the lessons that they're having difficulty. And see to it kung effective ba itong mentoring program na to sa kanilang academic performance. The academic performance would be their grades in a particular subject. Okay? So, linear lang yan. Basic lang yung kanyang conceptual paradigm. Considering only the independent variable and the dependent variable. Okay? So, another example would be the IPO naman. Now, let's try to apply the IPO model. Okay, so the title, Awareness of the Safety Precaution Against Monkeypox among Filipinos who are living in home care facilities, should I say, basis for a proposed intervention program. So, dito sa title na to, ginamit yung IPO model. Okay? So, the input, the process, and the output. So, in the input part, it indicates the baseline information about the respondents. The baseline information. Okay, what are those? The social demographic profile. Kailangan yon nilang mag-gather. Particularly the age, the sex, the marital status, the educational attainment, the safety precaution awareness against monkeypox. Such as, ito naman yung another variable which is the causes, the management, and the prevention. Okay? So, what are the necessary steps and procedures? Such as the profiling, kailangan makuha nila yung basic profile ng mga respondents, which indicated in the social demographic profile. Survey tool, anong type ng survey kanilang mag-utilize. Okay, would it be survey questionnaire, survey checklist, and so on. Okay, and then the data gathering procedure. How will the researcher conduct their study? Okay, and then after conducting or after gathering the data, how will they analyze? So then yung data analysis. Okay, and the interpretation. So ito yung mga necessary steps and procedures in order for them to propose to propose a solution to address the problem, which is to determine the awareness of the safety precaution against monkeypox. Okay, so these findings will be the basis for a proposed intervention program as the output of the study. Okay, so that's actually the situation of the part of the statement or formulating the research question, yung apat na types of research question. Dito po dun sa proposed intervention program, mag-fall yung situation producing question. So I assume that their situation producing question would be what intervention program based on the findings, should I say, based on the findings of the study, what intervention program we proposed. Okay, so doon yung last SOP nila. Okay, so itong mga basic example na conceptual framework would actually be applied in your study. Okay? As I told you, pwede ninyong utilize itong example number 2, the IPO model, since we wanted to address the issues in the community or the problems that are present to your community. Kailangan natin ma-address yun. So, ang end question niyo would be, what program or what projects or action plan or models that may be proposed to address the issues regarding of your subject or regarding of your topic. Okay? So, yung kanina na example number 2, pwede rin naman siya. Okay? But I require you to use for the meantime, since beginner pa lang naman kayo, no? So you can use the IPO. But when you get into higher academe, no? Pag nag-college na kayo, kailangan kayo mismo magagawa ng conceptual framework based on your research questions, okay, or study that you would like to propose. Okay, so now I want you to identify, okay, the elements and factors being indicated here, which the research title is medical intervention and the number of patients recovering from pneumonia. And on your left side screen, nakita ninyo yung elements and factors such as the healthcare facilities, work experience of the medical team, medical intervention, social status of the patient, number of patients recovered from pneumonia, immune system, patient's employment. Ito yung mga elements or factors or characteristics, or simply say variables, no? Now, I'd like you to classify these variables to the given framework on your screen. Kita ninyo yung independent variable leading or pointing the dependent variable. And below, makita ninyo yung moderating variable. The moderating variable pointing the arrow between independent variable and dependent variable. Okay? So, classify these elements and factors, which I believe, madali na lang sa inyo yan categorize because I have explained the basic definition, guidelines, how to conceptualize your conceptual framework. Okay? Next is this one. Okay? The research title, Effects of the Social Responsibility of a Corporation to its Organizational Performance. Okay? Here's the conceptual paradigm. Which is different, the first activity. Ang kanyang arrow naman, going up, the independent variable going up to mediating variable, and mediating variable going down to dependent variable, and the independent variable leading or pointing the dependent variable. So, pay attention to the arrows, where the arrow is going. Okay? So, or where the arrow is leading, unlike doon sa first ball. So, what are the factors and elements? The organizational performance, the total number of employees, the client's loyalty, the corporate social responsibility, employees' dedication, the administrative commitment, corporate business location, and the types of business. Now, on this framework, there are assumed moderating variables that are taken into consideration that somehow can affect the relationship of the independent variable and the relationship of the independent variable to the dependent variable. Hence, or however, they would potentially influence the dependent variable. Okay? So, if there are questions to clarify, you better watch the first session about the basic definition of conceptual framework, guidelines, and how will you conceptualize your conceptual framework. So, I'll give you time to accomplish the first activity, and this activity